And we've started. So we're at the Reef, essentially where we started. And Dan and Anita are just before getting on the plane, and we're waiting on lunch. We'll see how long that takes to get here. But in the meantime, your recollections and reminiscing.
Yeah, we're remembering our tired days when we got tired. Of course, the time we went to Soufriere was a great day, but when we got back, we were bushed, and we didn't even ask the driver and his navigator how bushed they were, but I can't imagine. And then we were thinking we should have gotten sick one day, and it didn't happen.
And we didn't.
Thank the Lord.
Except for Larry not
Except
feeling
for
it
Larry.
last night.
Yeah, I'm not sure that wasn't fried food and exhaustion related.
Yeah.
So right now I'm just a little on the achy side. But okay.
Larry gave his he brought his sacrifice of to the Lord by going down and eating kingfish or fish cake.
Fish cakes, Accra.
Yeah,
That was interesting.
for the sake of communion and all of that. He took his bites of fried stuff, paid the price.
That was really enjoyable. They're a fun couple.
We're talking about Dylan and Chris, who own the place we stayed up in Chase Garden, and he's Brit, she's Lucian, and they've been together, it sounds like forever.
Yeah.
They were an interesting couple. They're here on holiday, getting away from the dreary winters of England. So,
And they met us as we left today
Yeah.
to say goodbye.
Yes.
yeah.
It's amazing.
Sweet.
Yeah, so we took some pictures. Hopefully that will turn out for them to put on their website, get them a little more business up there. It's worth going to, and the view is second to none.
It truly is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anita and I had some cold showers this morning.
We did have
relatively
cold showers.
speaking.
Yeah, they were.
But it was very invigorating. It woke us up real good. Because it's rained, it's been cloudy a good bit.
Yeah.
So the solar stuff wasn't really working the best, I guess maybe it could have. And, but we really enjoyed, we picked up our feet every time we went up the hill.
That was unique.
Yeah.
The craft mall was wonderful. That was fun yesterday.
The craft mall, yeah. That tired me out. I'm not a shopper.
I know. But you got your hat and your shirt to match.
I did.
So.
Yeah.
And the road up to the lighthouse this morning, that was interesting.
Oh, yes.
The road itself was nice, but when the road ended, rather abruptly ended.
It ended before we even had time to have prayer or anything. It's onward and upward.
It was scary.
Anita said she was going to close her eyes on the way down. I said I was too. She objected since I was driving. So we got down okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but it was beautiful up there, seeing the Atlantic and the Caribbean at the same time.
Yeah. We could see St. Vincent today.
Oh yeah, St. Vincent was very clear
The
today.
last day, it's clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And the sea is bluer today.
Why is that?
It's clear
That's
today.
typical.
It's a nice send-off.
It is.
Yeah.
And a beckoning to come back soon.
That's right.
That kind of thing, I
Yeah.
guess.
True.
Yeah.
But it was always warm and balmy. Sitting out on the veranda at night and for meals, breakfast, lunch, and supper. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Perfect weather.
Yeah. You look out over the harbor.
We got to enjoy church service on Sunday, and we saw Larry put down his 16 rocks and throw one out the window.
Ebenezer Stone.
Ebenezer Stone. That was a good message for that church.
You got a stone for this Ebenezer.
Yeah. Did.
We did.
Found a coral, piece of coral.
Yeah.
Put that in my suitcase. I hope that doesn't tip over our weight.
No. Larry weighed our suitcase. It's good.
Oh,
I picked it up to put it in the back of the vehicle. I didn't strain as much on theirs as I did on ours, so it must have been okay.
Yeah.
Man.
I overheard somebody trying to piggyback on your luggage at home this morning, and I don't know how you're going to negotiate that.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll figure that out.
Folks want to send stuff down, but folks down here want to send stuff back, and so it gets interesting at times.
yeah, I bet.
We'll make it work.
So aside from traffic, what will you miss the most?
Traffic, yeah. Well, what will we miss the most? We'll miss being with Larry and Starla. I think
Yeah.
that's
Aw.
what the most.
Yeah.
I think
was
you'll
fun.
miss those rocking chairs out on the veranda.
Yeah.
It was really soothing. It was just,
Yeah. I thought we would be going to be missing the mosquitoes the most, but when you think about it, on balance, it wasn't too bad for mosquitoes.
It's been
they
worse.
showed up, however.
They did show up, yeah.
My legs are covered.
They showed up on Anita's side of the bed.
Anita was quite the tastiest of the bunch.
I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah.
Especially around the ankles. Who was it called kids ankle biters? these were ankle biters.
Yeah. I think the biggest surprise I had was meeting Lionel, because when we were coming down, I had no idea we would meet. I think somebody had contacted Lionel.
Yeah.
And he's so vague in my memory that I was trying to come up with things to talk about, other than the ham radio stuff. But he was so gracious, and he had such wonderful memories, and I believe giving him Dad's book he's going to treasure that, really. And he was so funny at the restaurant,
I know.
and then we found out he's got this really important position in the government, actually.
Yeah.
Emergency management.
Emergent, Nemo.
Yeah. Hurricanes, etc.
Just something, well, we had a lot of things not planned for our day that we ended up doing,
Yeah.
but that was one of them.
Yeah. I don't know what's the best food. It's my. We had it twice at the same restaurant, and it was good both times. You had my the second
I
time.
had
bite.
bites of yours.
Anita
time.
had fish
Anita had fish.
If they could make that,
and thought
make
it was
like
wonderful.
that in the States, it would be okay.
And Dan walked in to surf.
Oh yes, we went back to our original beach and got to walk down the beach.
Yeah. I know. I was not going to get sandy. It wasn't the water. I just didn't want. Of course, Starla and Larry had the water. We had a foot washing at the end of that one.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I liked the Rasta gal above Ancillary.
Yeah.
Frederick.
That was a surprise.
Francis
Total.
Frederick.
I think that was almost a God thing right there.
I think so
yeah.
too.
He remembered your dad actually baptizing him, and he
Yeah.
remembered the water dumping incident in front of the Catholic Church.
That's right.
If he was making this up, it sure was
Oh
real.
yeah, but to come up with Dan's name and Rena's name.
No, he wouldn't
Yeah.
make it
I
up.
don't think so.
There's no way a stranger would know all that.
No.
Not at the drop of a hat.
But he connected it very quickly.
Yes,
did.
He did.
Well, when he said he found out who we were, and he stepped back, and he was just kind of looking in shock. You can see shock on his face.
He literally was taken aback.
Yes, he
Yeah,
was.
he was.
I think he thought he saw your dad, is what I think he saw. Which we ran into that a lot.
Yeah,
Dan
well,
looks
that's
like
true.
reminds you of your daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mon Isles did the same thing when we talked to her on the video,
Yeah.
on the Skype or whatever it was.
Makes you feel good.
Well, it does, Starla.
Yeah, it makes you
does.
really feel like
Yeah,
mom and dad are right there
it does.
when people say,
Yeah. Well, and I think it's kind of for them. They're kind of connecting with Dad when they see some resemblance like that.
Well,
That
Pastor Charles did too. He really, that's the first thing he said when you walked in.
Well,
You look like your
what it
dad.
tells me is Mom and Dad were beloved here. They really were in the Baptist community or whatever, or in general, really.
I mean, as the years go by, people are not going to remember, but there's still enough people that do.
Yeah. People still, they do.
Thank you.
Yeah, I met Solange.
Yeah.
That was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I remembered her, although I would never have been able to recognize her, but she still had the same spirit,
Yeah.
that she had back then.
Yeah.
She's a very warm person.
All right. Well, it appears they're starting to bring food around, at least condiments. So I guess we'll sign off on this retrospective. Any last words before we eat, other than let's eat?
You need to come down.
No.
Yeah.
It'll make you feel younger.
What?
Do you need a concierge? We'll,
Yeah.
Oh,
Look us up.
comes with.
Starla can tell you where to stay.
Yes, she can.
And I can get you there,
Yeah, that's right.
more or less.
Yeah.
more or less.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we'll sign off here then. Thank
Okay.
y'all.